Sorry. Hello, my name is Bitter Lane, and this is my album design assignment. The first song I chose was Brandenburg Concerto Number 3 in G major BWV 1048 by Johann Sebastian Bach. The genre is concerto grosso, and the instruments used are three violins, three violas, three cellos, double bass, and harpsichord. And the song was published in 1721, and the music is energetic, joyful, and uplifting. And since there's no lyrics, it expresses the excitement, movement, and celebration through fast-paced melodies. And personally, I like how fast the music is, but I also dislike how there are no lyrics. And on the phone, the music sounds clear, but on a computer, you can hear the separation between the different instruments. Um, Johann Sebastian Bach was German, and both links are presented. The next song I chose was Symphony Number 40 in G major K 550 by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. The genre is classical symphony, and the instruments used are strings like violins or violas, flutes, oboes, clarinets, bassoons, and horns. The song was published in 1788, and it is dramatic, emotional, intense. And since there are also no lyrics, it expresses strong emotions through its melodies, creating a feeling of struggle. And personally, I like the dramatic melodies, but I also dislike how some parts repeat musical ideas. And on a phone, the music sounds clear, but it doesn't sound as powerful as it should. But on a computer, you can hear every instrument. And Mozart was Austrian, and the links are also presented. The next song I chose was The Moldau by Bedřich Smetana. And the genre is symphonic poem, and the instruments used are strings, flutes, oboes, clarinets, piccolo, bassoons, French horns, trumpets, trombones, tuba, timpani, and a harp. The song was published in 1874, and the music is peaceful, adventurous, and majestic, and it follows the journey of the Vltava River, which is also the Moldau River, as it flows through the Czech countryside. I like how the music paints a picture of nature, but I dislike how the piece is very long. On the phone, the melody is easy to hear, but on a computer, the orchestra sounds richer and more balanced. Um, Bedřich Smetana was Czech back then, and sorry, um, both links are presented. And the next song I chose was Take Five by Dave Brubeck. Um, the genre is cool jazz, and the instruments used were piano, alto saxophone, double bass, and drums. The song was published in 1959, and it's relaxing, smooth, and playful, and it is a piece without lyrics. It allows the musicians to showcase improvisation. On the phone, the bass and drum details careless noticeable, but on a computer, the instruments are more balanced. And Dave Brubeck was American, and the links are presented. The next song I chose was Defying Gravity by Stephen Schwartz. The genre was musical theater, and the instruments used were vocal soloist, piano, strings, brass, woodwinds, percussion. The song was published in 2003, and the music was powerful, determined, and emotional. The song is about believing in yourself and choosing your own path for yourself. And personally, I like the powerful vocals, but I dislike how the song is very long. And on a phone, the vocals are clear, but on a computer, the orchestra has more depth. And Stephen Schwartz is American. And both links are presented. And then uh, From that song, I chose Hedwig's Theme from Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And the genre is a soundtrack, and the instruments used was a celesta, strings, flutes, clarinets, oboes, bassoons, French horns, trumpets, trombones, tuba, harp, and percussion. It was published in 2001, and the music was magical and mysterious, and it represents the magical world of Harry Potter. And I like the melody and how it creates a magical atmosphere, but I dislike how it has no lyrics. And on a phone, the main melody is clear, but on a computer, the orchestra sounds richer. And John Williams was American, and both links are displayed. And then the next song I chose was Let's Stay Together by Al Green. And the genre was soul music, and the instruments were lead vocals, backing vocals, electric guitar, bass guitar, piano, drums, strings, and it was published in 1971. The music is loving, warm, and romantic. The song is about staying committed to someone you love. And I like the smooth vocals and the heartfelt lyrics, but I dislike the slower tempo, sorry. And on a phone, the vocals are clear, but on a computer, the music as a whole sounds fuller. And Al Green is American, and both links are represented. And the next song I chose was Back in Black by AC/DC, and the genre is hard rock. The instruments used were lead vocals, electric guitars, bass guitar, and drums. It was published in 1980. The music is energetic, confident, and exciting. The song celebrates resilience and making showing comeback after hardship. Sorry, it's supposed to say strong comeback after hardship. And I like the iconic guitar riff, but I just like the hard rock style because it's never been my thing. On a phone, the vocals and guitar riff are clear, but on a computer, the speakers produce a fuller sound with stronger bass and better separation between the instruments. And the AC/DC were Australian, and both links are presented. Next song I chose was Thriller by Michael Jackson. The genre was pop, and the instruments used were lead vocals, backing vocals, synthesizers, electric guitar, bass guitar, drums, keyboards, and horns. And the song was published in 1983. The music is exciting, fun, and energetic. The song tells a spooky Halloween themed story, and I like the catchy beat, but I dislike how long the song is. And on the phone, the vocals are clear, but on a computer, the music sounds fuller. Michael Jackson was American, and both links are presented. And my favorite song for right now is Arkansas Diamond by Waylon Wyatt, who is also my favorite musician at the time. The genre is country, and the instruments used were acoustic guitar, lead vocals, background vocals, light percussion, and bass guitar. It was published in 2023, and the music is heartfelt, warm, romantic, sincere, and nostalgic. And the song is about admiring someone special and comparing their beauty and value to a rare diamond. And I like everything about the song. I don't have any dislikes about it. I think it's perfect. And on a phone, the vocals and guitar are clear, but on a computer, the song sounds fuller. Waylon Wyatt is American, and both links are presented. And that is the end of my presentation. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.